This is an ABC-7 Storm Track Weather First Alert.
Yeah, good morning. We're under an ABC-7 First Alert. Here's our weather headlines. We have a wind advisory that's going to kick off around 1 p.m. later on today up until 6 in the morning tomorrow. And a lot colder air is going to be pushing in thanks to a cold front. But then we'll start to see the chance to see some rain later on today. But then the chance for that to turn into snow late Monday into Tuesday. So let's walk you through it. The main impact for today is going to be the winds. Gusts right now at forecast at 45 miles per hour. I think the peak times of this around 2 p.m. later on this afternoon up until tonight around 11 o'clock. But because we are dealing with a westerly flow of winds, East El Paso, Northeast El Paso, you will see the strongest of these wind gusts. And things you need to prepare for is to secure any outdoor objects. That includes patio furniture, any Christmas lights that you may have not taken down yet. The winds, again, won't really crank up until later on this afternoon around lunchtime. So if you have any plans this morning, any free time, it's best to make sure those objects are secure, because when we're dealing with gusts this high, it could cause any property damage. Any objects can be flown into the air. But then there's also the possibility of some blowing dust in certain locations, which will cause low visibility when you're out on the roadways. So I do want to touch on I-10 here. This is southern portions of Doña Ana County. You see our high temperatures in the 50s, but when you're driving along I-10 with gusty winds, it's very important that you are very cautious on the roadways when you're dealing with high-profile vehicles like RVs and semi-trucks. So keep that in mind if you plan on hitting the roads later on this afternoon. Now, the other story that we have to talk about is the chance to see some moisture. Now, we run our ABC-7 future track model all the way through 2 p.m. That's when we could potentially see our first round of rain in the lowland locations against the valleys. But the Sacramento Mountains and out in the Gilas near Silver City could potentially see some snow later on this afternoon. And even into tonight, we run the model through 4 p.m. Not a whole lot of green going on for El Paso County, but a whole lot of green happening in Otero, Doña Ana County, and of course much of this will be isolated to scattered in certain locations, sometimes even heavier. There is still the possibility of an isolated thunderstorm to develop later on tonight as well into this afternoon. Now, we run the model through 7 p.m. Things begin to dry on out. Could see a lingering snow shower out in Cloudcroft around 11 o'clock tonight. Then our next storm system really arrives Monday night into Tuesday. That's when we could potentially see some snow for the lowland locations against the Rio Grande Valley in Doña Ana County. Around 2 a.m., this is when we can potentially see some good accumulation for certain locations. But we'll show you our accumulation estimate coming up here in a bit. Much of this snow will fall in the overnight hours. Now, our model runs through Tuesday in the afternoon. Now, as we wake up Tuesday morning, this is our estimated numbers as of right now. Close to an inch up into your sea, close to 5 inches out in Silver City, 4 inches up in Verdoso. We run the model all the way through Thursday in the morning when things begin to dry on out. And you can see Las Cruces around a little more than half of an inch, but you can see El Paso not dealing with a whole lot of snow, but the potential of some flurries right then and there. So it's very important that you become weather aware these next 3 days and download that ABC-7 weather and traffic app. We'll be sending push alerts. I just sent one right now, and to keep you updated on when the weather is changing. So keep that in mind. So for today, we'll just do a 20% chance to see an isolated storm shower here in El Paso and Las Cruces. We'll do a 30% chance, and high temperatures at 53 degrees. Remember, yesterday we were in the 60s.